Can't I hear myself? Oh, okay.
Be patient with us. It's our first day.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome.
You all right?
Welcome to the Ugly Truth. You know, I have cotton mouth all of a sudden. Okay. This is really weird. And I've already Googled it. So last time we talked, I was not feeling well.
Right.
And that continued for many, many days. And I started getting anxiety because I thought something was really wrong with me.
Yeah.
When in actuality, it was probably just a really bad virus because I'm feeling better. I mean, I'm not 100%, but it's like gradually I'm improving.
Okay.
New symptom.
Wait.
As I heal.
There's a new symptom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday, I noticed whenever I ate anything, because I haven't been really eating.
Yeah.
My mouth starts to water when I'm eating.
Oh.
And not just like a little bit, like I'm hungry, like salivating, like I might throw up.
Oh, wow.
And it reminded me of when I was pregnant. There's this really rare side effect, if you will, of pregnancy where sometimes women's mouths overwater. They just over salivate.
Okay.
Now, this is something that everybody in my family has had. My mom, my sisters, me. I didn't have
every pregnancy or just?
It's hit or miss.
Okay.
So every once in a while.
But it is something that everybody in the family has had at one time or
At least one pregnancy.
Got it.
And it's bad.
Okay.
And I can't talk about it because it kind of makes me want to throw up thinking about it. But excessive measures had been taken in certain circumstances. I did not have it as bad as my mom and a couple of my sisters, but it is a thing that we get.
All right.
Anyway, so that's what it felt like. Now, sometimes when I'm PMSing or on my period, my mouth will water, like I will get those symptoms.
Okay.
Which is not an uncommon thing. So anyway, this whole digestive issue. So I noticed, I'm like, my mouth is dry. I'm like, but I told you, time of the month kind of happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, maybe that's what's happening. So tonight I'm eating and my mouth starts watering when I'm eating. And I'm like, what? So I Googled it because I'm like,
Of course you did.
Do I have a tumor?
It's not a tumor.
What is happening? I'm freaking the hell out. And so it's like, it can be a side effect of IBS if you've had a significant flare up, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God.
And the hits just keep on.
I do have IBS, but this is one of the worst flare ups I've had in a few years. It's pretty bad. So anyway.
Welcome to the TMI podcast, by the way.
Anyway, so I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. But I'm like, I'm kind of over it. I'm done thinking I'm dying. I'm done.
That's good.
I don't want to do it anymore, but I can't help it. I'm really worried. Anyway, I know
You're in a really good mood for all the shit you've gone through the last week and just
God, I'm so sick. And now I have cotton mouth. I'm like, what, did I use all the saliva for the day? God, I'm so
well, despite your current condition.
Yeah.
I believe you need to open the show properly.
Ugh.
There we go.
Okay. Me and Mr. Ugg.
Now we can go.
Okay, you guys, do you want to hear some neighborhood tea about people that you don't even know? Because it's so fun. Okay. So if you've been listening for a while, or maybe if you heard the show several months ago, Mr. Ugg and I did a show, and we found out, unfortunately, that one of our neighbors passed away, and we didn't even know it.
For months.
It had been months. And
yeah,
he
didn't come outside a lot because he's elderly and everything like that. So, but nobody passed the word.
No one told us. And so.
And we didn't ask.
No.
So.
Less than a year later.
This is our direct neighbor. We can hear them and semi-see into their yard, so.
She has moved in a new man.
Yep.
Already.
Oh,
now, I'm not
he's living? I don't think he's living there.
Well, I don't.
I think he's staying occasionally, but I don't think.
I will say this also, that she's not home as much as she used to be.
Right.
Like, it's like they must switch off.
Yeah.
Or something. But we were sitting at dinner, the whole family were having dinner, and we're like, what is the smoke? We saw smoke, and we peeked over, and and I'm like, oh, it's probably her son. She doesn't have a son, but maybe it's a son-in-law, whatever. And you shake your head and you're like, that ain't no son-in-law. And then you said, I did hear her.
If it is, he's very close to her age.
I did hear her yell, babe. And I was like, no, that was so fast. Yeah. And then I sprinkled the tea. That's not her house.
That's not her house.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not judging.
Yeah. Well,
actually,
she's not young, but was she probably significantly younger than Neil, or was he just health-wise an issue?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But well, according to our children, she's geriatric.
Geriatric. Oh my God. What in the actual? I had to Google it because I'm like, that can't be right. First of all, I knew it was okay. So here's the story. So you asked, I believe, how old do you think? Like, what do you think of us how old do you think we are? Because 2 of our 4 kids in particular act like
we're elderly, like we're dying.
We're on the backside, right?
Yeah.
So one of them mentioned geriatric, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I had to Google it because, first of all, that is very much health related, like pediatric, geriatric, right? Also, unless you're insanely not healthy, you can't be quote unquote geriatric until like after 65, which we're not.
We're nowhere near.
Right. So it was offensive. To be honest.
I am low key annoyed that our kids think we're so old that they can patronize us and we don't get it. Like,
and
are you
what?
fucking insane?
Here's what I got to say to that. You know what they were chatting about today?
What?
Going to the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana. You know who's fucking old now, children? You
guys.
You're old.
Stop acting like you're babies.
Dang it.
I swear, and I'm like, twice today, I'm like, hey, it was really great seeing you guys. I'm not old. And they ignore that part. That's fine. I was so offended by my son saying something last night. He's laughing. I go, what's so funny? He goes, I just think it's funny. You're like, do you know what A24 is? And I'm like, well, I don't know if she knows what A24 is. And I'm like, Tyler, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm not old. And so I told him, I said, hey, I'm really glad you came over, blah, blah, blah. And I go, I gave him some stuff. I'll make sure you take care of that or whatever. And I go, and I'm not old.
You know what? We should have a rule. I have a new, so I don't know if I've told this story on the show. However, my dad taught me how to play golf when I was like 16. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I play now. I play more now than I have in a long time, but because I'm old and maybe I am geriatric because I'm playing in a weekly golf league. But anyway, he taught me how to play golf, and very early on, he said, "All right, here's the deal. You cannot call me your old man until you beat me in golf 3 times in a row."
Right. And have you done it yet?
I have beaten him twice in a row, 3 times.
He's just not gonna let you.
He takes fucking lessons.
He even goes
or
out
will
state,
go
man.
and practice
He
and whoop my ass on that 3rd try because he refuses. He refuses.
It's fine. It's a good deal.
It's fine. And now I'm gonna have to wait till he's on a breathing tube to beat him in golf 3 times. Anyway,
I know.
So I'm gonna feel bad. It's like it took me till I was 56 to beat him 3 times in a row.
We're gonna have to come up with some kind of deal.
So this is my point. Maybe there's a point where you can't do that. Now, I have mine, but my idea is mean.
Well, then I don't want it to be mean.
I mean, it's not mean, but it's like when okay. No, you're not going to approve of this at all.
No, probably not.
With the asterisk of the cell phone bill.
No, stop talking. Absolutely not. Nope.
When I'm not paying a bill for you.
Ever.
I'm not even saying borrow money or like bail them out or anything. I'm talking about when I'm not paying an actual bill for you, except the phone bill, because we don't want that ever to go away.
I don't, but we can.
Maybe then and only then can you refer to me as geriatric.
No.
Do you have an idea?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
How about you just don't fucking call me old?
Yeah, that's fair.
But here's the deal. I have no problem being older. I'm same. Over the obsession that people are like, oh my God, I'm getting There's nothing wrong with aging. There's nothing wrong with it. The society has told us that getting old means you become invisible and inept, and that's just not the case.
And I don't have very much
It is cool to get old, man.
Of course.
And you know why? Because not everybody gets to do it.
That's right. Especially if you're semi-healthy.
Semi-healthy.
Well, I mean, if your mouth
isn't watering and you don't have diarrhea for 8 days, you're good.
No. So when we went camping in like April or whatever, I think I told you this story, but we went camping in April, and my brother, who is 6 years younger than me and in great shape, by the way, but I guess I don't realize, I'm not saying I'm in the best shape ever. I'm just like, but I guess I don't realize the things that apparently get taken for granted. So, because he has done a lot of studying on how to get old. Because
he was a football player.
Well, no, that's
yes,
the guy.
He's always been obsessed with his body and health because of. Yes,
but he's never eaten healthy until the past 5 years.
I know that.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
my point is that he's put a lot of. He's damaged his body in his youth, and now he's like, how do I? He
wants to live as long as possible, which I totally get. Me too.
He's an old dad.
So, I bent down to nail in a stake in the tent, right? Mm-hmm. But I would imagine a baseball catcher, kind of like that. I'm fully down with my ass near the ground, my knees are bent, my whole thing.
Crouching.
And he called it something, I can't remember what it was, but he's like, that's actually really good that you can do that really easily and get up and not use your hands and do all that stuff. I'm like, really? Like, I feel, and he goes, no, it's, you'd be surprised how many people after 50 can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's that one thing where they tell you that if you can get up off the ground without using your hands, you're good. I can't. I'm afraid to try it because I'm like, if I can't do it, I will be.
It's a core issue, though, right?
It is core. Yeah. Speaking of, I love this one thing about you. You will say yes to any insane idea that I have. Yes. I will go, hey, we should do this. And you're all, yes. And the reason that we work so well together is I come up with the idea and then you execute it.
I do.
I mean, I do some of this stuff, but you are like, once we're on task to have something planned, you are like, hey, did you know that we can pick up our currency at the airport? And I'm like, what? You're like, yes, we can pre-order.
We can pre-order foreign currency.
You're like, hey, did you know
that was news to me?
We can do customs and we can do it on only one passport, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm so glad that you're intrigued and want to know all of this because I was just going to be like, hello, I'm here.
I have to what? What do you mean?
My biggest concern is packing. I'm like, what am I going to bring? Anyway, so I told you the other day, I wish I could remember the name of it. There's a travel podcast and it's definitely UK based.
Yeah, I think might even be a BBC one, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. Anyway. But it's this a beautiful older woman who's at the ripe age of 50.
Some geriatric British
It's
chick.
Amazing that she was able to sit up straight without a walker at 50 years old, but there she was. Anyway, she has these big name celebrities on and they talk about their travels because, when you're an actor or whatever, you have the privilege of seeing the world and it's amazing. Imagine. And so I believe it was Ian McKellen of all people. He's alive, right?
It wasn't him, but he looks like him.
Oh God, I think Ian McKellen is dead. I apologize. Anyway, some older gentleman was talking about all of his travels.
He was very Ian McKellen-ish.
Very formal, very Patrick Stewart-like.
Yes.
And so she asked him if you had the opinion of everybody should go there once in their life, where would it be? And he said, Africa.
Right.
They should do
specifically
the Serengeti. He said you should go do a safari. The sky is so big. You've never seen a sky like this. As a human, you will feel so small. And so I go, hey, want to go to
wild idea.
Want to go to Africa? And you're like, what? Thank God you started doing some research.
I did.
And I did too. And I was floored by the amount of preparation you have to do to get to a safari. So when I hear people go, oh yeah, we went, it was so great. I'm like, did you go to the one in the Serengeti? Because damn, you have to wear like certain color of clothes. You can't wear black or navy blue, which are my two favorite colors because it attracts tsetse flies. And then I find out that it gives you the sleeping disease. And I'm like, what's that? He goes, well, basically you're in a low level coma until you die. And I'm like, oh my God. I go, is there a shot for that? No, there is not. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to wear gloves and a scarf. In 1,000-degree heat, Africa hot.
I did find it hilarious that you found a Four Seasons in the Serengeti, though, in Tanzania.
Well, that's right. Well, I mean, you forgot. I'm not sleeping in a tent.
Well, here's the
lions.
Thing. It wasn't even. I mean, it was very expensive.
And I don't want to go to Zimbabwe. There's rhinos there.
It wasn't any more expensive than any other exotic location.
However,
hotel.
You have to take a puddle jumper to get to the hotel.
Please. If we left, I figured it out. Now, it's including layovers,
Yeah.
short layovers, couple hours at most. It was San Francisco to the flight
Germany,
I saw,
yes.
to Frankfurt,
Yes.
to Istanbul,
Yes.
to Kilimanjaro,
And then you get on another one.
and then a puddle jumper.
And I did.
And it was 25 and a half hours, and first class was $25,000 each.
It's insane.
Insane.
That's crazy.
It's so fucking far away. Oh my God.
It's another world away. And what's
Wow.
funny is I'm so inclined.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of want to do
Can I
it.
take you to the San Diego Zoo? Is it the same?
Just because it's so impossible for.
Yeah.
How do people do it? Everybody
Well,
talks about, I don't think they do the Serengeti one. I think there's other ones that are easier to do. But I think based on what I read, is like that is the creme de la creme. Like, really?
Well, you sent me this thing, which is why I know he was Ian McKellen-ish. But
What?
one of the things that he said about the big sky thing was, he goes, you cannot imagine how small of a human you end up feeling like.
That's
like,
what I said.
Yeah. It's just like this unbelievable.
I want to
not just
feel
the big
that.
sky, but just the everything. So
You know why? Because I want to feel that on Earth, not in water. In water, I would die of a heart attack.
yeah,
Feeling small. You know,
it wouldn't take much.
I would probably,
for me.
I would decease.
Yeah.
But you know, it's interesting. I saw a girl, she had rented a woman, she had rented a jet ski in the ocean. You can jet ski and there's whatever.
Yeah.
She got lost and couldn't find land.
Oh my God.
And she has her phone and she's like, I can't find land. I think I'm going the wrong way, but I can't tell. And she's like, I really hope there's a tracker on this thing because I feel like this boat, the waves are getting bigger and I know it's going to knock me off and I know there are sharks down there. She was so afraid. And my heart starts palpitating.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. And now obviously she made it because she posted the TikTok. But everybody's like, dear God, did you make it? And I'm like, I'm so glad you made it. I would have died. I would have diid.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely.
Did she say how she figured it out or anything like that? Or just that?
She opened up her Google map
And then
found which direction to go.
Smart.
And went back.
Smart.
And so when she got back, they said, yeah, we saw you going really way far out past the boundary. We figured you got lost and we were going to come and get you eventually. But
gee, thanks.
they banned her from ever renting from them again.
Yeah.
And told her that they fined her.
Yeah.
Because they thought
she went too far. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she must not have followed some rule. I don't know. But I was like, you know
went
what?
Past the boundary.
Like,
Whatever.
take my money.
Yep.
I never want to see you again.
Don't
you worry.
I won't. Don't
I
you
never would
worry.
have done it anyway.
I will not be on your jet ski anytime soon.
There are too many sharks in the sea. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know how people. So my point is, it's like, would I rather be mauled by a lion or a shark? A lion for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be a meal for any animal, frankly. Like, I don't want to go out like that, but I would rather be in the dirt than in the sea, frankly.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't.
I mean, to me, like, I can't think of my heart-stopping fear is open water, can't see in any direction.
Oh my God. It talk about feeling small.
Under the water, like over the water. I'm talking being like, I've seen those shots where obviously somebody's there because somebody took the picture.
Yeah, but where they're just
from 50
free-floating.
yards away, 10 feet down, some guy, and you can't see shit in any direction. Absolutely fuck to the no. Nope.
I know.
That's
I
my
know.
thing. I can't.
I know. The water scares me. We don't belong.
Yeah.
I mean, we can skim the surfaces.
Yeah.
But we don't belong under whatever happens under the surface.
I would rather go into space.
Me too.
Yeah,
I would totally.
by far.
Do you remember? I think he passed away, but you know that guy that leapt off of, like, he jumped down. What's everything okay?
Yep.
Or
I've
are
been
they
summoned?
Well, 20 more minutes.
I'm telling him.
Do you remember that? I think he passed away recently from a paragliding accident or something. But he was the guy that was right at the top of the atmosphere, and then he jumped down and he like floated down or parachuted down. Remember that?
Yeah.
Sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Rather than swim in the
Yeah,
sea.
he did just pass away in a
Accident.
paraglider
Yes.
accident. Yeah.
I would do that a million times
Yeah.
over than swimming around an
sure.
ocean. Never.
Yeah.
I can't.
Not even.
Like when those billionaire and people died in that Titan thing to go see the Titanic, that was terrifying to me. Even if they made it, if they had made it, I would have been like, this is not something I want to do. The ocean is not to be messed with.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Agreed.
But I don't know, man. It's just
Absolutamente.
I want to with my whole chest say yes, I want to go to Africa.
Yeah.
But I'm terrified of getting malaria or the sleeping disease.
Flies.
I don't want to be bitten by a tsetse fly. What the hell? Like, no. And what, God forbid. And you know how I am around animals.
Where did you read these particular
rules?
What if... Was it like on the hotel website?
What if like a rhino just showed up and killed us? What if a giant lion decided today's not the day?
Today's not your day, dude.
I'm not going to ignore the people in the car this time.
I feel like the safaris are fairly safe because they're on a preserve of sorts.
Well, the whole practically half the continent is a national park, but yeah, it is in the national park. And the reason that the animals don't attract the people is, or whatever, you know what I mean, is that they are so trained to think that the car is part of their environment, and they think the humans in the car
are part of the car or something.
Are part of the car, so they don't. But that's like why you have to dress.
It's like an elephant.
They're like, you cannot dress in anything other than what we tell you, green or khaki. That's your option.
Because that's what the color of the vehicles
or brown.
Are, probably.
You know, you have to be the color of the background.
Yeah.
You can't be loud. You can't make any sudden moves. I'm like, I don't know if I would enjoy that. I would be so afraid of fucking up and having some...
What would you do? You know how you've seen
Or what if some idiot decides he's hungover and pukes or something, and now we're all screwed.
We're all going to die.
We're all going to die because Joe couldn't keep his liquor.
Handle whatever the African equivalent of a margarita is.
God, I'm just like, no. But then I was reading, they're just like... We highly encourage you to bring your own first aid kit, bring your own medicine. We have, for some reason, they say we have a German doctor on staff. And I'm like,
first,
what?
Anywhere you have to go to bring your own first aid kit that isn't actually just camping. No.
Gauze.
I should be bringing a first aid kit to the Four Seasons.
And they're like, and we strongly recommend that you do not summon the German doctor unless you absolutely need to. And I'm like, what in the world? And they're like,
he's going to do a lobotomy.
You can only bring 30 pounds worth of luggage.
Oh my God.
You better make it work. And this
sounds expensive and terrible.
It sounds like a punishment. And I'm like, I would have to be desperate to see a lion or a tiger, or not a tiger, but I would have to be desperate to see one of the big five in its environment. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I want to do it, but I don't want to do it.
Seems like a lot.
And then our daughter was telling us that they know some 80-year-old woman who's in Africa currently, just chilling.
Travels. Yeah. Single white female of the age of 80 plus.
If I was 80 plus and I had nothing left to going on and I had money, I'd go to Africa.
Nobody to leave it to.
I'd do it. I'm like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I die in Africa?
I'm 85. Who cares?
Who cares? Anyway, that's kind of my mantra. Like, if I hit like 85, I'm doing all the drugs. I'm doing all of them. I might even try heroin. I haven't decided, but I'm like, I'm going to do them all. I've never taken drugs. So it's like, I'll try crack.
What's that line? And
what's the worst that's going to happen?
It's one of the Bosburgers episodes where it's the one where he and Mr. Fishoder get tied under the dock and they get the funky voicemail cracked up phone message and Linda thinks he says cocaine and she's immediately like, we said we were going to do that together.
Exactly. Right. I can't imagine would you do drugs with me?
It depends on the drug.
Would you do cocaine?
No.
Why?
I wouldn't want to do that.
Why?
I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
Cocaine.
What do you think it's going to do?
What if I die?
Well, we'll be 85. It won't matter.
Oh yeah.
We'll just do it together. Hopefully only one of us doesn't. But anyway, yeah, so I guess the Serengeti may or may not be off the list.
I do like the fact that you are so creative and all those things, and like I get kind of like I can't even like while you were ill and not eating, I fucking couldn't even for myself I could not decide what to eat for dinner. I was like I got even now I have nothing.
Funny.
So, but but the fact that you do, and then I just lean in, and this one, it was definitely like, I wanted you to know how bad it was.
Yeah. You were really like, hey, did you know?
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know?
It's fine.
It's fine. Who knows? You know what? I could think of about 6 or 8 places that I would rather go first, but.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
But I was like, suddenly like,
yeah.
Squirrel.
All of which I would like to do before we're geriatric, if at all possible.
I saw a video today of a girl who had made earrings out of squirrel teeth.
What?
I am not fucking kidding.
How does she get squirrel teeth?
Well, I don't know, and I don't want to know how she procured them. Probably found a dead squirrel and ripped him out of its mouth, I guess. I wouldn't do
was
that.
a what? Earrings?
Yes.
Huh.
She had them encased in like amber. So.
Wow.
My timeline is unique.
You have got some
My
sort of
algorithm is unique.
You have got one fancy
Which you can totally tell by the Ugly Truth stories, depending on whichever ones I select for you to view. But
that's true.
Anyway, speaking of, I had the worst nightmare. I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
I knew I was dreaming. Now, I don't know. It's not normal to dream and know you're dreaming. Okay. Where you're aware. Now, Stephanie and I have this in common where we can actually go, oh, we're dreaming. We can fly. We can do whatever we want. We can narrate this dream.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't happen every time, but sometimes it does. So I had this dream that I woke up from a dream and I was in bed and I was dreaming that I was having a nightmare in my dream, right?
Okay.
But I didn't see anything in my dream, but I was acting as if I had a nightmare.
Got it. Okay.
And thought it was you comforting me in bed.
Uh-oh.
And an arm comes around to comfort me because I had a nightmare.
Yeah.
And I looked down, I'm like, that is not the arm I'm accustomed to seeing. That is an arm from many, many years ago. An ex. And I was like, immediately no. And I woke up. And I'm like, holy shit.
That was a nightmare.
It was. It was stressful.
It is either today or yesterday was Get Back with Your Ex Day.
What?
Yes.
That's a day?
Apparently.
No, absolutely not. There's always those little memes like, oh, if you could go back to 2012. I'm like, I would never go back in time. Never. I have no interest in going back and reliving my life. None.
No, we're doing.
Well, like they say, if you could go back and spend an hour with your 18-year-old self, what would you say?
Yeah.
And all I could think of was...
You were like, so many things.
I have a laundry list. I'm like, an hour would be probably plenty of time. But the problem with those what if questions is you alter everything. Yeah. And it's like, especially if you have kids, it's like, oh, shit. Yeah. Do I really want to
You could at least tell yourself about perimenopause since nobody else did.
I'm going to write a book. I know I say that. I know I say it every time, but I'm not kidding. I've got the beginnings of it.
Yeah.
And I'm putting it out there for millennials and younger because they're going to need it.
Yeah. Speaking of books, and we can cut this out if you don't want to talk about it.
Uh-oh.
I am very proud of you today.
What? Why? Oh my God, am I going to cry?
I don't think so.
What?
Because you are making a concerted effort to release some of your creativity.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool to have a goal and to do some things. Because first of all, you're extremely artistic. We have art in our house that you did when you were smaller. I mean, you're very, very artistic. And I just think it's really cool that you went to the point of drawing some watercolor in this particular case. But I think you should share.
No.
You don't want to share it? I think you should.
I don't remember the name of it now. What is it? What did I name it?
Something Doodle Daily or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Tiny Doodle a Day.
Tiny Doodle Day or something like that.
I did. I couldn't believe it was available.
Yeah, but anyway, she's doing little drawings and artwork, and she's going to post. Not that the posting thing is the thing, but tell them what made you do it.
Okay. I have been struggling with like artist block, if you will. I'm like, I don't know, I do love taking artistic photos that we blow up and hang and, all that stuff. Yep. And we do have some of those pieces and it's nice. And I come from a very artistic family. Everybody in my family is artistic in some form or fashion.
Right.
Our children are all very artistic in their own ways.
I am not.
No, and that's fine. You and your daughter have many, many positive attributes.
We're yes people.
Well, you say yes to the adventure. And you know what?
Right.
crazy artistic people need that.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we all have found our little thing. And for me, I have when I was young, my mom is an artist. She taught me how to paint, sketch, all the things. And so I do know how to kind of get started in that. And I go through phases where I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because, you get rusty and things don't look great. Your brain goes, do it this way. And your hands just go, no, I don't think so. Honestly, which is why we started the podcast.
Yeah.
Because I needed some kind of outlet,
right.
Anyway.
No, that's very true.
So I had always known
14 plus years ago.
I always knew that I wanted to do like a daily doodle.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily want to share it on social media or anything, but it was something that I wanted to do. And I'm like, if I create a social media account, it low key holds myself accountable.
Right.
And I haven't told anybody about it because I'm like, I don't really care if anybody sees it.
And that's why I said it wasn't about the social part.
But the social media aspect forces me to go, oh my God, it's like, did you do Wordle today?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I'm like, well, if somebody goes, did you do your doodle today? It's kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what? Even if it's dumb, even if it's just a dot, whatever, it forces me to be creative, at least for 10 or 15 minutes a day.
A dot.
Well, you never know.
You never know.
But I do hope that I can stick it out.
Yeah.
I hope I don't lose interest. I don't think I will. But I'm definitely going to make an effort. That's for sure. But yeah, it's really sweet that you think that's nice.
I think it's awesome.
You're such a good fan.
Oh, I am. I'm a stan.
You're a stan. All right. You're a stan. Of course. Well, you do navigate all of my anxieties about all the things.
I try.
So thank you.
Anyway,
thank you, everyone. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about, and I need to look at my notes. So you can edit this part out if you.
We're not coming back for notes.
We talked about the note. I do not want to go on the safari. We talked about my nightmare. Trip. He's a big listener.
Yes.
Can you please not let me know? What am I saying? He is doing the work for me. Shark Week sucks. We don't do Shark Week anymore.
Yeah.
It's awful. And I don't know when they literally quote unquote jumped the shark for Shark Week.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was so amazing. Yeah. You learned all these cool things about sharks and shark conservation and their behavior. And the last cool shark thing I saw was about orcas, where the orcas literally migrate and they kill sharks. Great whites to eat their liver. That was so amazing. And it's their one predator that they can't fight. And I love that. Yeah. So now at some point, and I don't remember when it started happening, Michael Phelps is going to race in a shark cage. He's going to try to race a shark. Remember that shit? Well, I was like, I don't care about celebrities.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I want to be people that do reality scripted television took over the documentary piece.
I am so disappointed. Yeah. And so now it's I'm not seeing dorky scientists foam at the mouth about some kill they saw or the fact that we've never seen a great white give birth in the sea. None of that stuff. And I'm like, I don't care if it's redundant.
Right.
It could be someone's first Shark Week. We don't know.
I blame Steve Irwin for dying.
Oh my God.
So I saw, speaking of,
Trip, thank you for watching a couple and knowing and reminding me how terrible Shark Week is now.
Also, belated happy birthday, Aldo.
Oh yes, belated happy birthday to our most precious friend. I love him. He's so great.
He's awesome.
He's the blueberry in Texas.
I did see a really cool scene. Speaking of sharks, is this boat, researcher type boat, very fast kind of research boat. And they were chasing these dolphins. That was clearly a mom and a baby.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, they're chasing them. They're trying to get to them. And two of them dive off the front of the boat and grab the baby.
What?
Yeah. And so.
Why?
Because they have been trying to catch this thing for 2 weeks. It has a net wrapped around its tail.
Oh.
And so they got it.
Oh my God.
They literally dove headfirst onto the baby.
Mom
then
do?
The mom's swimming around.
Freaking out.
A little bit, but it could almost be she could tell.
Well, I mean, they aren't stupid.
But I didn't notice it at first, but there's this long trail. It obviously wasn't keeping it from swimming. But
eventually it was going to cause harm.
And so they got it and they got the net off. It was amazing. It was like, you know what it was like? It was the ocean equivalent of, I wouldn't say calf roping, but where you you jump off the cow and grab the calf, and you have to grab the whole thing by yourself. It was basically the ocean equivalent of that. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Anyway,
it's another thing I would never do. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, well, that's really too bad for that dolphin, but I won't be saving it.
Yep.
Sorry. I saw a woman save a kitten or a cat in like flooded waters, like in Texas. Right. Yeah. And there was a cat swimming around in flooded waters, and she just ripped off her shit and went out and got it. Yeah. And I'm like, I might do that. Yeah. Or obviously I would do that for a child, but but as far as animals go, I don't even.
It depends on whether you're risking your life or not. So.
Oh man. Anyway.
It's hard though too. You just have kind of that gut reaction, right?
Well, as I was telling our children last night, I have when things get dangerous. Yeah. I suddenly have no fear. I don't know what that is. It's not safe. Yep. But I don't have any fear whatsoever. And I told them, I said, you know how I know? There's 2 instances I can tell you. The first one was Dad and I were at the grocery store. Yeah. You and I were at the grocery store, and this truck with these 2 guys blocked us in and slowed down and blocked us in.
Right. We were in the parking spot and they pulled behind us.
Why I said this, I hope you weren't emasculated. I really do, because
I didn't have time to be emasculated.
That wasn't the intention.
Jesus.
But I see in my rear view, and you hadn't noticed yet. Nope. I see in my rear view and I go, wait here.
What I
get out of the car.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And I get out of the car. I'm like, what the fuck do you want with us? And he's like, whoa. And I'm like, what do you want? And they were tough looking. They were not like, I think when I came out and accosted them in their car, they realized that we were not the people that they thought we were. Yeah. I think they misjudged, thinking they were somebody we knew or something. Yeah. And he goes, hey man, we don't want any trouble. We're Christian. And he lifted up his shirt and showed me this 12-inch cross tattoo on his ribs. And I'm like, I give no fucks about your religion. What do you want? He's like, well, we were just looking at your car. I'm like, why? Yeah. Tell me. And you're like getting out of the car going, what is happening? Like all that happened in like 10 seconds.
Less than.
And finally they took off. They took off because they're like, this bitch is crazy. And then the last time that I was like this was I kept hearing stuff in our backyard. I knew it. And it was really close to the time when somebody opened our side gate and let our dog out. They saw our bodega. They saw our dog. Yeah. And he got scared, or I assume it was a man, was scared when he saw, because bodega was massive. Yeah. And then bodega clearly chased him because our dog ended up running around the neighborhood all night. Yeah. And so after that, I was so terrified that somebody was going to do it again. I mean, we made some changes, but I kept hearing stuff. I'm like, there's somebody trying to get in. Now, our youngest was still at home at that time. I got up and threw on clothes, and I grabbed my bat. And I ran into Malia's room because I'm like, where am I going to put her so she's safe? Yeah. So she's dead to the world, and she's blind as a bat. Yeah. And her light was still on. Yeah. So I turned on her light and I said, stay in your room. No matter what you hear, do not leave this room. And she's like, huh? And I open the blinds and I don't see anything. And I don't know what you were doing. Probably trying to get clothes on. And I'm ready to run outside and beat the living shit out of somebody. And I'm like, who do I think I am?
I don't know.
Have you seen me? I'm not going to kill. Well, that's not true, actually.
You would be surprised.
You'd be amazed at my fierce fury.
You could flip a car for sure.
Hey, if somebody's fucking with my family, oh my goodness. Like most people, of course, obviously. But it is weird that I have that switch that just goes on, and I fear nothing.
You know what's funny about this story?
What?
Is that you say and do these things.
Yes.
But if somebody nearly kills us by cutting us off, you're like, don't mean mug them, they might shoot us.
Well, because you're driving. I don't know. I don't know
either.
Well, look, road rage is very real. And it's not the same.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I have been telling our daughter, I'm like, you have got to stop. Yeah. You've got to stop harassing people on the road.
Because she talks to you all the time.
You know what? Natalie
does it too. Actually, Natalie and Kenzie have very similar road rage from what I've experienced so far, where they have this kind of a, I don't know, how passive aggressive kind of thing. Just like, oh, sure, Mr. Tesla, please, by all means, cut me off.
Oh, yes, no, Mackenzie's what she's like, fucking go. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I would like to take responsibility for this because I know that I am a yellow. I still am,
for sure.
But I don't stare at people anymore, and I don't ride anyone's ass anymore.
Yeah.
And tonight's not the night, but I did once. And here's the thing: I didn't even do anything on this one. A guy was completely high on drugs, and I had a very small baby in the car with me, and he kept riding my ass, and I didn't know why.
Yeah. And
he came up and he punched me in the face.
He stopped your car?
We were at a stoplight.
Oh.
And he came out. And
that's right.
And he punched me in the face. And I was so shocked. It didn't hurt because he didn't get full contact, but he did do it.
Yeah.
And I rolled up my window. The fury and the anger that I had, and the control I had to hold on to because I had a
small baby
2-month-old in the car.
Yeah.
Because in any other circumstance, I would have killed him with my car.
Yeah.
I would have rammed into him before he got into his car.
Yeah.
But I couldn't because I had a small child with me. Of course. Everybody saw, no one did shit. It was horrible.
He got away with it?
Yes, he did. In his dumb Suzuki Samurai.
Samurai, wow.
God. Be careful out there, people. I'm just saying, just be careful.
Yes.
You just don't even know.
That's your parting message this evening.
You just don't even know. Anyway, with all that being said, I wish peace, I wish love, calmness, serenity for all of us.
Yes.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
And thanks for listening to your parents. It's good for you.
Peace out.